Hi everyone, this is Sue with Sew Crafty. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me, and if you like this video at the end, please hit that like button, and if you're not yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and click on the bell, and you will be notified every time I post a video. So a few days ago, if you were on the Junk Journal boutique site group, you would maybe have noticed that I posted these tea-dyed Paris themed papers, and I also put in there that I thought that they could also be used for like a small journal because of the way that it folds. It's still got quite nice photo or picture there. So that inspired me to make one, and so I've been working on it the last couple nights, and I wanted to share it with you guys. And so I put this clip here to kind of hold it closed a little bit more, because I ended up putting the ribbon up a little higher because I did not want to completely take away from the Eiffel Tower look with it, and it really just kind of doesn't hold it shut that well. Plus, I decided too that would leave the person a clip that while they're journaling with it, then they could use it inside to hold pages together. Made a little, let's see, get in frame here. Made a little tassel here. You'll notice it has a lot of teals and pink ephemera in it. That was not on purpose. It just kind of happened that way because I had done a swap with somebody new that I met on Junk Journal group, the chat group, and her name's Brittany Sanders, and she is a fellow Hoosier. I am from Indiana, and she's a fellow Hoosier, and I think might be the first one I've met from Indiana. And so anyway, I done a swap with her, and she sent me a lot of Paris ephemera because that's what I was looking for, and she did some beautiful stuff, and so I used a lot of that in this little journal. Thought I might post this for sale, but I've decided that this is actually going to go to my granddaughter, Calashandra, because she went to Paris a couple years ago with a school trip. She's now graduated and in college, and so I wanted her to be able to have a place to put her memories before she forgets anything, and to have a spot to just write down things that she does have, put things in to keepsake. So I am working on another Paris themed one for another granddaughter that's going to Paris next year, but I've already started that one, and so this was something totally different. So let me get this untied. I just used a couple pieces of lace here that kind of match the color theme of it, and let's see here, sorry about that. I just put this teal button on here, and I actually sewed that in. I sewed it in under the, oh, I got that all clipped there. I sewed it in. Sorry, my camera is not up very high, so I have to keep moving here, make sure I'm in frame. But I sewed it in, and I ended up adding this little bow thing there that matched this picture to cover up the thread that I'd done afterwards, because it's kind of an afterthought. But anyway, I'd taken some cardboard. This cardboard came from a scrapbooking paper from, it was a pad of scrapbooking paper from, I can't think of it, Stampin' Up! And I keep all my cardboards out of it to use for cardstock. So anyway, I'd cut it down to the size I wanted it, and then I glued that one of those pages on here that I had printed off. Now, I've not added any color to it. I did ink the edges But I did not add color to it because I was afraid of ruining it and I didn't want to ruin it. So that's the front. This is the back. And I did attach just a couple of glue dots in there just to kind of keep that on so that it stayed in the right spot. But anyway, as you can see, I just kind of put it on. I was going to add some more lace here. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that or trim it up or what, but actually it kind of gives it that old look, and I kind of actually just all right with it. And it's only one signature because I was afraid it would be way too small to try to put more in. And so I just used a heavy cording and sewed that in. And so, again, the colors, it has a lot of pink and teal, and so I just used, some things that I'd had, some fabric that I made little strips in a long time ago. I had those, and I sewed a little heart on there. I did not have a needle. Did like some beading, a little key, of course, because, that goes with Paris, and just a little dangly things on here. The kind of color coordinated little bow there. So, okay, let's look at this real quick. So, like I said, I'm going to try to make sure I stay in frame. I've got to come up with a new way of putting my camera up higher. So this was out of a Paris cardstock that I'd gotten off of, oh gosh, I'm so terrible with names. I believe her name was Michelle. I'd bought some stuff off her that she was selling, and this was in the pamphlet of cardstock, and I cut it down to just this picture area. This is one of my tea dye pages here, and for the cover here, I guess you can't see it on this one, on this side. Let me flip back to the back real quick here. I had taken another piece of cardstock that just had Paris like roadmap type, and then I coordinated this piece throughout the whole journal, and that you'll see different things coordinating with that. So, okay, so first page here, this was one of the pieces that I got from Brittany, and this was coordinated with this page here. This is what I cut down. And so throughout the journal, you will see I just made different types of little tags and little journaling spots because it's got the clear on the back. This is a little tab I made a while back. There was a tutorial on those that I have on my channel. And then just added some of that mapping piece there just to give it a little strength on that page, and just put some lace and things there. Again, this is one of my tea dyed papers that I put a doily in the middle when I tea dyed it so that it would come up with that pattern on there, and then just some butterfly punches, and then some little letterings here. Very antique music page here, and then this was out of a book, and I put the edging on here, and this is actually made it into like a little band, what do you call it, belly band, and this was another one of all the ones that have this look to it all came from Brittany, and so thank you, Brittany, if you're watching this. I deeply appreciate it. And so again, like I said, you're going to see a lot of that pattern look too. A lot of these here just all kind of coordinated together. So this one I did like a half a pocket, sewed this one onto it before I put it together, or before I glued it down. This is one of the mini cards I done several months ago, and then this was one from Brittany calendar, and that just goes back there, and then have this little tuck spot here. Again from Brittany, and again from the cardstock. I got quite a bit of little tabs and stuff on that from one page of cardstock. I cut that picture out of the top corner of it, and then just I kind of went by the pattern here and just kind of like cut it down into so many different sizes, and then just embellished it and made a little strip off that pattern piece and that I just attached there for a top, and then just glued this on the L-shape area, 2 sides, so that I could use it as a little tuck spot. Oh, and here, what I did was I had, well, I thought I had it right up here. I had a strip of that map pattern there, and I just decided to take my hole punch and punch me out a little bit of a stencil there. And so throughout the book and that, you'll see where I just kind of like stenciled that to kind of blend in with everything. So just, you know, the simplest little thing. Don't think I can't do it because I don't have that stencil. Make your own. So, okay. Put treasures here just so she could write, you know, just her own little personal pages and that little keepsake things. These, I just took a couple little post-it notes, added to one of my book pages that I had dyed. I think I have a tutorial on that where I dyed these with my colors. I do not use Kool-Aid. I use cake coloring gels and water and shake it up really well. I think it has such a more vivid colors. There's a tutorial on that. And so I just wanted to cover that page a little bit and just give it something. And this page, this tuck spot here, again from Brittany. And then see all these little different shapes that I got from that one cardstock page. And so just tuck those down in there. She'd include that in the swap, so it came in handy. And then there's a tall one that I have. I thought for one page that, and I'll see every one of them has journaling areas on the back. But I thought for one page, I got quite a bit out of that. So I was quite pleased with how that turned out with the idea to use that. And then, of course, these are my punched out butterflies. I got them in so many different colors. I just punch. Anytime I scrap and stuff like that, I just do some punches. This is one of my dyed coffee filters that I crinkled up and dyed. And I left the crinkles in it. I think it gives it some contrast. Ooh, I bent that page. This was some pages that I had embossed, and then I just took my ink blotter and just kind of rubbed over the top of it to give it some and to bring it out, enhance it a little bit. And then this just folds up so she can write underneath it, and then put unforgettable down here so that she could, you know, things that she don't want to forget about. And this, believe it or not, is a dryer sheet. No, this is actually a wet wipe. This is a wet wipe that I was using when I was dyeing my papers. And I kept wiping my hands and stuff and that on it. And I was throwing them away. And I'm like, wait a minute, that's got some neat colors on it. Now, why am I throwing those away? And so I decided to dry them out and see what happened. And I like them. I like them because now it's got journaling spots under there. And I could probably even embellish the top of it a little more. But I didn't want to overkill it because it is supposed to be like a little mini journal. And it's already quite thick as it is. This is one of my book pages that this is a napkin that I decoupaged a napkin on the top of it. And I thought that turned out really cute. And one of my collage cards, file folders that I done a few months ago, and I believe I have a tutorial on that. This, I just got the idea to create this the other night while I was putting this all together. And now, if somebody else has already done this, okay, I have not seen it yet. But if you've not seen this yet, here's a new idea for you. So I had this piece again off of that one cardstock, and I got to looking at it and I thought, well, I don't want to cut that down anymore. And so I came up with the idea of I put it on my my slider cutter, my paper cutter, and I just started right in the middle, and I just put even little slices right in the page, and then I just glued around the edges of it, left the opening to where now I have, oh, and I even took my hole punch because it was really hard to see where the line even was, but I did ink it a little bit, and then I took my hole punch and put just a little bit of a thing there, so you can just put your card right down in there, and now there's a tuck spot for 3 more cards. Well, of course, you could do however many you want, depending on how big your page is. So I thought that was kind of a neat idea. And I'll tell you, if you're going to do that, it's easier to put your longer one in first before you put these in, because that way it doesn't hit each other. But anyway, I thought that was kind of a neat idea. So if nobody's seen or heard from that yet, there's a new idea for you. I wanted this to be, this is the center, and I wanted this to be like lots of writing areas, so I didn't want to do too much to it. I just put like a little butterfly here, a day to remember, so she could put like maybe her happiest day in there, another little butterfly cut here. And I had this envelope, this came from Brittany, and I wanted to use it, but I just did not want to glue it down because it's so pretty on both sides. And I thought, if I glue it down, then, you know, then you lose the look of it. I guess I could have just paper clipped it in, but I also didn't want it to be like falling out or her lose anything. So I just put this little keepsakes sticker on it, and then inside, then she can put whatever she wants to keep. And here's a couple more cards from Brittany. I thought the keys one was really cute. Well, I guess I can get it in frame here. But anyway, I just thought that was be really cute to just sew that in there. And that, so now of course the holes are here for my sewing, and then in the center, and then I had to go out through the corner though to get back out into this. So it's held in there quite well, and it moves really easily. And so I just thought that turned out to be kind of a cute idea. And then she's got that whole page there. She can like put all kinds of memories and stuff in. So, okay, another one of those wet wipes that I had dried. Another little couple wording here. This is just a little, this came from, bought this off of Michelle with the other set, and just one of these little note cards, and turned it sideways. Inked the edges a little bit, turned it sideways, put secrets on there, and then she can put, like, you know, she's doing all that writing, and she might want a few things that she don't want everybody to just see. So another one of the cards I did several months ago. This one's from Brittany. This one's from Brittany. And then this one of my book pages that I believe that's the other half. Yeah, that's the other half of the napkin one. So just got those tucked down in there. And plus, that also helped stabilize that napkin page so it doesn't get torn too easily or anything. I actually did that last minute. I did those tonight. And so I thought, well, I'm going to come home from family time and do this video right away. And then I went back through and started adding the words and stuff, and ended up adding extra stuff. So, but that's okay. This is one of my, not sure what you call these. This was inspired from Natasha Treasure Books. She done these out of like scrap paper, and you can do like all different sizes. Here's a couple of great big ones. I should have had a small one out here and that to show you guys, but here's a couple of great big ones, and it's all in the folding. But you can see her tutorial on that on Treasure Books. But I made a whole bunch of these in one night, and then when I started putting this together, I actually wanted to use a coordinating page that went with everything else that I've been using, and so I just used one of these little cards here, and that's what I made this one out of, was just one of these coordinating Paris cards. So again, that came from Michelle. But anyway, this was like a little tuck area, and you just make them out of one little square of paper, and you can do all different sizes. I've actually made some that are about this big. So, you know, just use up a bunch of scrap paper. Again, that map pattern, just made a little mini tag, and this is one that I made several months ago that I have a tutorial on. And here I just put photos, but I did not want to put like a packet or like little photo tabs, because I do know that she has one of those cameras that she has like these little mini photos, and so I didn't want to try to figure out what size photo she was going to use. So I thought either she could just stick them on here, or she could get her own little corner tab things and just add them to however she wanted to do it, or she could even glue an envelope in there, and maybe one of my painted envelopes or something. I could give her one to glue on here, and she can put her photos in it. Again, the other half of that coffee filter, and then some more of the embossing pages that I done with the clocks. Thought that was coordinating really well. More journaling area. Listen, that actually has quite a few spots for journaling. So here's another one of those little folded card thing. I'm not sure what she called those little one-page folded pockets, I guess. I'm not really sure what she called them. But I just put this little doily on there, and a tab that I did a long time ago, a tag, I mean. And then, again, another one of those, another card out of that. That's just a little bit of washi tape. I just folded it across there, made a little tab on it, threw a little thing on it that says good times, for just some memories. That's in there. These, I just put a video or a post on the Junk Journaling Boutique about these little pages here. I did a bunch of punch outs or die cuts that I just gotten a few days ago, and I got some on there in a little kit for sale, and I just put a little bead in the middle. I had a couple extras, so, and that you can see that book page really well here on this side with that little coloring a little bit, that tie-dyed look. This, I think I'm gonna have to redo this. That washi tape is not sticking very well, but anyway, this is washi tape holding on one of those little cards that I've made out of that scrapbook paper from the edges. This was from Brittany, and again, another one from the one book page, and I just added the cherish and another one of my butterflies, just in coordinating colors. Just want things to go well. I have to do something about that. Okay, another, these like the little gears and stuff on that embossing. Again, I just took the ink pad and, or not the ink pad, but my ink blotter, and just ran over the top of it a little bit. Added adventure up there. This I just kind of, you know, wanted to leave it to, if she just wanted to glue things on here, she could. I didn't want to put too much more in here. It's getting quite thick, like I said. And again, for this side, but this is very, very old music notes. This is all natural. I did not dye this. This is naturally aged. So I just thought it looked so cool on here. And another one of those, and some more of my butterflies, and another one from oh no, actually this one I took out that little mini book, and just rounded the corners. I think I forgot to ink that one. I'll ink that one real quick. And then this was one I have this in a tutorial too. I was punching out a whole bunch of tags one night, and I had all these outside pieces, and I thought, why am I throwing these away? Because, you know, for one, they could be used like a stencil, or maybe I can do something with that. So I started cutting out pictures to put in the background, and made a different type of tag with a tag cutout. And I have several different ones. I have some that's got, like, I took pictures of like crocheted quilts and stuff, and so it's really, really colorful, and I put in there, and then I just stamped over. I was just playing around with it and added a little tag thing. And then I wanted it to be a little more stable because it was a little flimsy, so I did take one of those little card pieces and just glued it right on there, and just for she can do what she wants to do with that. I'm gonna leave that out real quick. I'm gonna ink that edge. I forgot it. This is another one of the pages that I was cutting out the other day, and I posted in a kit and just added some little embellishments and stuff here, but she's got all that journaling area under there that she can write on, and add some things up here if she wants to. And this was from Brittany. She made this. I thought it was quite cute, and so I wanted to use it because all the colors in it kind of coordinated. And then I just got some things in there. Postcard that was from Brittany, and this was another one of the things that I die cut out the other day and just inked around the edges and just pink on the back so she can just write on it. And just wanted to make it simple but yet useful, and that's actually made out of a file folder, and so I just glued that on there. And so tuck those down in there. Whoops. And like I showed you earlier, this was just I wanted to make that a little more stable and kind of give it an insert too, and so I just took that like it looks like a road map. It was a cardstock, but it looked like a road map. And then again, the back of it, like I already showed earlier, but whoops, my strings here. And that's really all there is. But anyway, I just wanted to show that those pages would make cute little journals. Now, I could have made this wider. I just wasn't sure because I was just experimenting, and or I could have put less stuff in it too, and it wouldn't be quite as bulky. But at the time, I wasn't sure how wide to make it, and I didn't want to take away from the picture. But as you can see, you know, there's actually a little more room there that I could have made this a little bit wider than that there, and definitely wider on the back. But you know, you also want it to match up and stuff too. So, but thank you for watching, and I hope this inspires you to make, you know, your own little journal out of one 8.5 by 11 page. And my So Crafty page on Facebook. Okay, well, thank you so much. And again, if you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe, and I deeply appreciate it. And God bless. Thank you. Bye-bye.